How to know if an offer is fair? Well, the first thing you need to know is what is an insurance company obligated to pay you when you've been hurt in an accident? So let's go over those aspects of your claim. The first one's obvious, and that is your medical bills. You are entitled to the full price on your medical bills. Now, that particular issue is under debate right now in the Tennessee Supreme Court, but right now, you're entitled to the full price of the bill, even if your health insurance company paid the bill at a lower price. So that's the first aspect of your claim that the insurance company is obligated to pay. All right, what's the second aspect? The second aspect is your lost earnings. If you've missed time from work, then the driver at fault's insurance company owes that money to you. You're going to have to substantiate your claim. That is, you're going to have paperwork to justify your claim. You're going to have a work excuse from the doctor and a statement from your employer that shows how many hours you missed and what your hourly rate is. But the other driver's company owes you that money. All right, so we've got medical bills, we've got lost earnings. Next, pain and suffering. Now, pain and suffering is hard to measure, but you are entitled to some amount for the pain and suffering you've experienced. If your pain and suffering was only 4 to 6 weeks, which is the case for many accidents in town, then that would be the period of time for which you would be entitled to money. You're not going to get a lot of money for an injury that resolved in 4 to 6 weeks, but they do owe you something for that period of time. What if your pain and suffering continues instead of 4 to 6 weeks? What if it's 4 to 6 months? Then that's a greater claim. What if your pain and suffering is a lifetime? For example, when you herniate a disc in your neck or your back, you suffer some injury to your shoulder where you tear what's called a rotator cuff. These are conditions that can't be repaired fully. They can be repaired, they can be improved, but there will be a permanent injury. In that case, you're entitled to pain and suffering for a lifetime. Well, there's a fourth element of damage that's many times overlooked, and this is what's called loss of enjoyment of life. In other words, now we're not just talking about the physical and mental pain that a person experiences when he or she is hurt, but we're talking about the things in his life that he or she misses because of the injury. You can't go to your child's wedding. You can't attend your son's basketball games. You can't go on the family vacation. Or perhaps you're confined to your home or even your bed for months at a time. That is loss of enjoyment of life. And the other driver's company owes you for that. So let's go over these 4 elements again. Medical bills, lost earnings, pain and suffering, loss of enjoyment of life. So if the insurance company is not considering all of these things in your case, then the offer is not fair.